name is Jerome Polsky. I'm a section head for the Energy System Integration and Control section at Oak Ridge National Laboratory. I also manage the geothermal energy program at Oak Ridge National Laboratory and co-manage the fossil energy program at Oak Ridge National Laboratory.
My name is Jen Su. I'm a mechanical engineer in the Geothermal Research Department at Sandia National Labs.
We looked at 17 parts from existing geothermal tools, and we did a very detailed analysis of how you would manufacture them conventionally. And then we did kind of a hypothetical analysis for how you would manufacture them using additive manufacturing technology. We did a detailed techno-economic analysis, and it turned out to be the case that if you just looked at making one-offs of these items, about half of them could be potentially made more economically using additive manufacturing. It turned out that additive was beneficial in probably about 80 or 90% of the cases.
One of the things we did find out is that, we can improve the individual performance or the performance of that individual component by changing the additive or the material properties. But when it comes to the overall system, the full benefits aren't fully realized without considering the overall system during the design process.
And so one of the things that I'm interested in is exploring whether we can find other advanced manufacturing methods that can change how we think about making tools today that will benefit the geothermal industry. You could make the argument that additive is still in its infancy with respect to this industry, and so you need people to test it out. The more people attempt to utilize it, the more easily it will be for us to develop an understanding of how it can be used, but also its limitations.
Personally, I think before it has a bigger impact, I think people are going to have to maybe change the design and thought process of how things are done. I think the real benefits are going to require a change in how people fundamentally design things and think about how they're going to implement tools or deploy tools. Just in a whole completely different way, probably as the more integrated approach where things can be built maybe as a complete assembly rather than having to put together various components. So I think that's where the real benefits are going to come in.